Let us now switch over to example of ammonia molecule, and in formation of ammonia molecule again you will see that nitrogen atom undergoes sp3 hybridization. Let us see how and why. If we suppose that nitrogen does not undergo mixing and recasting, then what would happen? According to electronic configuration of nitrogen, atomic number is 7, 1s2, 2s2, 3 unpaired electrons, 2px, 2py, 2pz, 111. So, since last electron enters in 2pz, outermost shell of nitrogen is n equal to 2. So, in the outermost shell of nitrogen, we see that there is one lone pair of electrons and 3 unpaired electrons. And according to VBT, number of unpaired electrons is equal to the number of covalent bonds formed. In case of nitrogen, in the outermost shell, number of unpaired electrons are 3, and in ammonia molecule formation, the covalent bonds formed are 3, and therefore, why the concept of hybridization should be applied here. If we do not apply, what will happen? Let us see. One can say that there are 3 unpaired electrons and 3 covalent bonds with hydrogen. Let me write here. This is the electronic configuration of nitrogen, outermost shell electronic configuration of nitrogen, 1 lone pair, 3 unpaired. Hydrogen 1s1, as we know, hydrogen atomic number is 1 and electronic configuration is 1s1. Hydrogen atom with opposite spin, if it approaches nitrogen, let me write the hydrogen atom with its opposite spin, the electron of hydrogen, let me show in this fashion. Ammonia molecule formation, valency point of view can be shown. So, there are 3 unpaired electrons and valency of nitrogen is 3. So, like what we had considered in case of methane formation, splitting up of the electron pair and one of the 2 electrons get promoted. That is not necessary here, and even it is not possible here actually. Even if we try to apply that, like what had happened in case of carbon during methane molecular formation, when atoms approach, splitting up of the electron pair takes place and one of the 2 electrons get promoted to higher empty orbital. Energy is available, but if the energy which is available when 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen, when they approach for NH3 molecule formation, the energy which is released, if it splits this electron pair, the energy of one of the 2 electrons will get increased, but in n equal to 2, outermost shell n equal to 2 has only 2s and 2p subshells, 2s and 2p subshells. In that shell, no empty orbital is available to accommodate the electron of higher energy level, and therefore, splitting of this electron pair is just not possible. There is no empty orbital available in the outermost shell n equal to 2, as just I have told you. And in our routine examples, for example, routine experience, simplest example is ammonia. As we know, the valency of nitrogen is 3 and unpaired electrons in the outermost shell of nitrogen is 3. This is how I can write nitrogen. I have converted this nitrogen electron configuration into ammonia. So, 3 covalent bonds are formed. This is whatever I have been explaining here, by supposing that if nitrogen does not undergo hybridization, if no hybridization, then the 3 bonds formed will be of this nature: s orbital of hydrogen and p orbital of nitrogen. So, there will be 3 sigma bonds, 3 sigma covalent bonds of sp overlapping. If this is so, considering that no hybridization, nitrogen does not go undergo hybridization, mixing and recasting. This is so, then the 3 unpaired electrons are present in 2px, 2py and 2pz, one unpaired electron in each p orbital, px orbital, py and pz, one lobe on this side, other lobe on that side. I will not write it on the board. So, let this be 2px, let this be 2py and this one lobe on our side and other lobe on opposite side of the blackboard, 2pz, 2px1 red color, 2py and 2pz. The hydrogen atoms, when they approach and overlap with opposite spins, this hydrogen atom s orbital, second hydrogen atom s orbital and third hydrogen atom will overlap here. It is not necessary to show on the board, I think. Now, line joining the two nuclei, nucleus of nitrogen and nucleus of hydrogen, nucleus of nitrogen and nucleus of hydrogen, the bond angle will be 90 degrees. So, if we consider that since there are 3 unpaired electrons and it satisfies the observed valency, mixing and recasting is not necessary. If we assume that, then that would mean that the bond angle HNH in ammonia, it should be then 90 degrees. Actually, it is not 90, it is greater than that. It is close to 109 degree 28 minutes actually. Just now I tried to explain that although there are 3 unpaired electrons present in the outermost shell of nitrogen and valency of nitrogen is 3, the formation of excited state, splitting and promotion, it is not possible here, but mixing and recasting is a necessary condition, or else the bond angle should have been 90 degrees. That is what I was trying to explain here. Let us then consider the formation of ammonia molecule. Again I have written it, the electronic configuration of nitrogen, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Since last electron enters in 2p, outermost shell is n equal to 2. If n equal to 2 is the outermost shell, it is quite visible. Outermost shell of nitrogen contains 1 lone pair and 3 unpaired electrons. And when 3 hydrogen atoms approach 1 nitrogen atom, the effect of their interactions result in what? 3 hydrogen atoms and 1 nitrogen atoms approach each other actually, and the effect is that all the 4 atomic orbitals in the outermost shell, 1 2s and 3 2p, 1 s orbital and 3 p orbitals in the outermost shell 2, all take part in what we call as mixing and recasting. Same was the case what we had seen during methane molecule formation, mixing and recasting. Why all atomic orbitals take part in mixing and recasting, one may feel. The reason is simple, that depends on what? That depends on the number of atoms, which atoms approach, in what manner they approach, the angle. So, the 3 hydrogen atoms and 1 nitrogen, they approach each other for ammonia molecule formation in such a way that all the atomic orbitals in the outermost shell of nitrogen get affected. The energy levels, the shape, the directional orientation of all the subshells get affected, means all the atomic orbitals in the subshells get affected, and therefore, we say that all the atomic orbitals in the outermost shell of nitrogen during methane molecule formation take part in mixing and recasting. So, if all take part means 1 s orbital and 3 p orbitals, the hybridization is called as sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. So, I have written it in this manner, 1s as it is, 1s does not get affected, because just now I have told you that when the atoms approach, whatever interactions take place, and because of that new energy levels are formed, the new energy levels will have their own new shape, their new orientation in space. Those interactions are not of that potential, or their magnitude is of not that level, so that it can affect the electron pair which is present in 1s orbital. So, 1s orbital remains as it is, the sub energy level, shape, directional orientation point of view. Now, this is the hybridized state, this is the ground state electronic configuration, and this one is the hybridized state electronic configuration of nitrogen. Hydrogen atoms, the electronic configuration of each hydrogen atom is 1s1. 3 hydrogen atoms with opposite spin, when they approach nitrogen, ammonia molecular formation can be represented in this fashion. So, in the outermost shell of nitrogen in ammonia, now this is ammonia, this is the representation of ammonia. In the outermost shell of nitrogen in ammonia, what we observe here is that there is one lone pair of electrons and 3 bond pairs, one lone pair and 3 shared pairs. Yes, and therefore, ammonia, the diagrammatic representation I can show in this fashion. Four reduced lobes, sp3 hybrid orbital, sp3, sp3, one lone pair, let me show here. Remaining 3 sp3 hybrid orbitals contains an unpaired electron each. Let me show in this fashion. Hydrogen atoms approach with the opposite spin, electron with opposite spin. So, overlapping has taken place, s orbital of hydrogen. This is the nucleus of nitrogen. Hydrogen with opposite spin, s orbital. Hydrogen with opposite spin, 1s1, s orbital. So, line joining the two nuclei, nucleus of hydrogen and nucleus of nitrogen. Electron density is in between the line joining the two nuclei. Line joining the two nuclei passes through the shared pair. Such type of shared pair or such type of bond, such type of covalent bond is called as sigma covalent bond, and sigma covalent bond is stronger because the electron density is in between the two nuclei, and because of this electron density which is in between the two nuclei, the repulsion between the two nuclei decreases further. So, it makes this type of covalent bond formed by coaxial overlapping the bond strong. Now, the difference, like what we had considered in case of methane molecule formation, even carbon had undergone sp3 hybridization during methane molecular formation. The difference here is that out of 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, one contains a lone pair. It does not take part in bond formation. And this lone pair will exert more repulsion on these bond pairs. Why? Because lone pair is under the influence of only one nucleus, while the shared pair, bond pair, is under the influence of two nuclei. Same is true for this shared pair, bond pair. Same is true for this shared pair. Okay. Sigma covalent bond, line joining the two nuclei, sigma covalent bond. Again, this is the sigma covalent bond. So, there are 3 sigma covalent bonds formed in ammonia molecule by coaxial overlapping of sp3s orbitals, sp3s orbitals. But even though it is sp3 hybridized nitrogen, the bond angle H and H, hydrogen, nitrogen, hydrogen, the bond angle is between bond pairs. It should be between bond pairs. This cannot be considered as bond angle. It is not a bond. The electron pair is of nitrogen. Bond angle is among the bond pairs, the bond angle. Although nitrogen has undergone sp3 hybridization, the bond angle for sp3 hybridized atom we expect to be 109 degree 28 minutes, but actually it is less than that. It is 107 degrees 35 minutes. It is near about that. Why this decrease in bond angle? As just now I have told you, since lone pair is under the influence of only one nucleus, it exerts more repulsion on bond pairs, and therefore this lone pair will push the bond pairs away from it. So in turn, the bond pairs come closer towards themselves, and therefore because of this effect, the bond angle reduces from 109 degree 28 minutes to near about 107 degrees. We can in short compare methane molecule formation and ammonia molecule formation. In methane molecular formation, let me repeat it again, the bond angle was exact what was expected for sp3 hybridized carbon. The simple reason behind it is that all bond pairs were identical bond pairs. So angle was found to be 109 degree 28 minutes, and although there are 4 bond pairs in chloroform and carbon undergoes sp3 hybridization, still all bond pairs are not identical, and therefore there is slight distortion. In ammonia molecule, nitrogen has undergone sp3 hybridization and formed NH3 molecule. The bond angle which we observe here is not what we expect for ideal sp3 hybridization. Distortion, considerable distortion, it goes to 107, and that was because of the lone pair. That can be understood by considering this what I call as space filling model. Assume that this pink color as if it is nitrogen, outermost shell of nitrogen in ammonia, and 3 green colored if they are hydrogen, they represent hydrogen. Now the size of nitrogen and the size of hydrogen, the difference is not to that level as you are observing here. It is just a representative model. Here my finger shows the direction, the orbital or the orientation of the orbital where the lone pair is present, lone pair of electrons. And since lone pair is under the influence of only one nucleus of nitrogen, most of the area of outermost shell of nitrogen is under the influence of lone pair of electrons in the outermost shell of nitrogen, 2s2 earlier. Now it is part of sp3, and therefore the 3 bond pairs have to remain away from the orbital which contains the lone pair. The 3 bond pairs, NH bond, NH bond, NH bond, 3 bond pairs have to remain away from this lone pair, the repulsion of lone pair. Therefore, in turn they have to come closer, and therefore geometry becomes as if nitrogen atom is fitted on 3 hydrogen atoms. So we call it as pyramidal, as if 3 hydrogen atoms are on a plane and one nitrogen is fitted, or the nitrogen atom is as if it is sitting on the 3 hydrogen atoms. Such influence is of the lone pair of electrons which is present in the outermost shell of nitrogen, and therefore this shape, when we join the nucleus of hydrogen and nucleus of nitrogen, it will be distorted tetrahedral in general, or to be specific, it will be pyramidal in shape.